Looking for the best strategy to build a pedal board on a budget? I got you covered. Stick with me! What's up, fellow budget tone chasers? Welcome back to one more video here at the channel. And today we have one more tutorial style video in which I will give you the safe path on the budget world for a compact, trustable and robust pedal board. Always on a budget and aesthetically pleasant. Interested on the topic? So let's talk a little bit about what are the options you have and what are my suggestions. When it comes to affordable pedal boards, the best options currently at the market are the aluminum profile ones, being able to be found in any marketplace that is available at your country. Personally, I would suggest you to go with Harley-Benton Spaceship ones if you're located in Europe or in any other country in which Harley-Benton delivers their products. But if you are not, here goes my other two options. For those who would like to buy their pedal boards on AliExpress, the best option on cost-benefit world is the Ghostfire. You'll be able to find them also in Amazon, together with another interesting option, which is the Stretch. The link for all those products will be at the description. Now let's move step by step on how you choose your pedal board according to available dimensions. The first step is to assemble a mock-up of how you would like to position your pedals on the board. Take into consideration the position of the foot switches, the axis, and how often you'll be stepping on them. After you've found an interesting layout, it's time to take measures. But before, an important reminder. You need to consider that the pedals should not be totally stuck at each other, as you require space for cable management, and the heads of the power supply plugs and patch cables also require some space. For that, an interesting hack is to use some spare patch cable heads as limiters for the space. Notice that these heads are slightly higher than the pancake patch cables that we will use, but even though, it would be also an interesting alternative to assemble your patch cables using the solderless kits, especially when the length of your patch cables varies a lot according to the size of the board and distance of the pedals. As you're building a compact board, I would suggest to get the Sonicake pancake patch cables that are the most resistant and flexible on the affordable market. After you have considered all the necessary space for cable management, it's finally time to take the real measures of your pedal board, in which, for our case, would be a 50 to 20 centimeters one. Luckily, I found a really good option in the last AliExpress summer sale, so in this case, I will abandon my traditional Harley-Benton option and I will use the Ghostfire SPL02. We can check how it fits and it looks pretty good. So now it's time to get into the fixation for the pedals, especially for the ones which were never in any pedal board. For that, you have two alternatives. The safest one is the usage of dual lock tape, produced by 3M and available at all marketplaces. Unfortunately, as this pedal board already comes with the soft side of the Velcro fixation, I'll not be able to use it, so we'll stick to the traditional sticker loops. I do not suggest covering the full pedal surface. 2 stripes of loops or even 4 small squares tends to block the pedal really well, allowing you also to remove the pedals without too much effort. Now that our pedals are all ready, we need to start preparing the back of the pedal board, especially the power supply. If you opted to buy a powered pedal board, it will save you some steps and lots of cable management, but honestly speaking, I still didn't test any of those more affordable options. So in the sense, I do not feel comfortable to confirm if the isolated power supply which those brands claim to use is true or not. But what I can confirm you for sure is, the best cost benefit on affordable power supplies when it comes to high capacity isolated units is the Mosky ISO 10, which I was able to get with an amazing price also on the AliExpress summer sale. The power supply comes with the traditional pack of energy cables, featuring also 3 special cables with more specific connections, and the rest with the traditional center negative plugs, Boss standard. We can use the loops to attach it also to the back of the pedal board, which came with the soft Velcro already in place. Good job, Ghostfire! And now it's time to start planning how the cabling will flow through the back of your board, as cable stability is maybe the most important thing when it comes to pedal board reliability. No one enjoys looking for disconnected and broken cables in a total spaghetti mess behind a board. For this reason, I'll suggest you using those tube-shaped cable organizers in which you can guide the power supply cables and, if necessary, also the patch cables. I'll do an initial organization of the path, but we'll pass the cables through it once they are all plugged into the pedals. Now it's time to start connecting our patch cables, guaranteeing to keep them behind the board for a more neat and safe design. Now we'll turn our pedal board upside down again and start feeding the power cables to the other side. For this task, you need to keep the pedal board standing until you are able to fish all the cables properly. Once it is all plugged, we can finally accommodate the power cables inside the tube organizers, guaranteeing that it will not be totally stretched, but at least with a rigid fixation to avoid damage caused by undesired moves. Finally, we can plug our power supply and test if all the pedals are receiving power. And this is how my new pedal board looks. Of course, there are possibilities to get much more organized visual on the back of the pedal board, using custom length patch cables and power supply cables. As our objective is to keep things on a budget, I believe this is a pretty decent solution. But if you're interested in investing on those custom length cables, you can also get them by Harley Benton or by Ghostfire. They are solderless, so you just need to guarantee that they are properly fixed and avoid too much mechanical shock. I like how it looked, but now I would like to know your opinion. Did you like it? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if this content was helpful to you somehow, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button so YouTube can share this video with many other people, and becoming a member of the channel. You'll get the possibility to access exclusive content, anticipate video releases, thank G captures for download, and amazing giveaways every single month. You can become a member clicking join below or by the QR code on the corner of this video. I'll catch you on the next. Keep on rocking.